Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Division 3. We are here at the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm going to come back with lead commentary today. I've got Sully here as well. We should be having Phantom joining us at a later stage, but he's not here yet. And qualifying has just begun. We believe we have a race beginning, starting wet, drying up later on, is what we've been told. It can always be a bit unpredictable at the Red Bull Ring. But yeah, qualifying just getting underway. And then we see how different people go, whether people will change their setups for the potentially wet race we have ahead of us. But first of all, it's just about getting those qualifying laps in and determining the starting order. So very early on, what are we thinking? What are the predictions for this race?
Yeah. First of all, good evening, everyone. Glad to be back in the commentary box. And yeah, I think we will have our usual guys up front. DC Viral and Flavors always being the guys to think about for the first positions, especially in the rain. Guys like DC Viral are always a threat. So yeah, it's interesting to see how the pace is gonna be.
Yeah, it was Viral won last week in Division 2 as well at Vegas. And then it was Flavors who won round 1, wasn't it? And that was a similar sort of race, except I think it was dry to wet rather than wet to dry. Thomas and Harley there just doing the first rounds of qualifying. 105.0 from Harley, 105.9 from Thomas there. Then we've got Alex, who's just crossing the line with another 105.3 to go, just a little bit further ahead of what Harley could manage. Then it's Viral coming around the last corner, who obviously won last week. He crossed the line with a 104.5. Then I believe that's just Pixar around the last corner, which indeed it is. Then it's a Williams of Mihai who's just coming around the final corner. He could also be in the fight today if he can manage his ERS throughout the race. He matches what Viral's done so far with a 104.5. Then Flavors is invalidated. He's going to have to go again. And then is Zossi around the final corner. Maxi just there as well coming into the final sector. Both of them on their outlaps. And that's Mercedes Vowise. He's also on his outlap. So in the next time we're going to see crossing the line is going to be Pixie, who's just through turn 7 into 8 at the moment. You can see if he can challenge in the race. You know, he had a decent drive in Silverstone in round number 1. That picks him across the line. He goes into P3 with a 104.7, 2 tenths off what those top 2 have managed.
Good evening, lads.
Good evening.
I'm assuming you've already mentioned it's a wet race, but
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it all the more now. Got some wet merchants on the track, that's for sure. Viral, Aussie Dre, Lanky.
Flavors
Yeah, could that be our top 3?
Yeah, Flavors just gone into P4 there with a 104.7, pretty much matching what Pix did. And then Aussie not far behind, another couple of hundredths behind them going into P5 there. So it is all very close. Top 5 within 2.5 tenths or so, a little bit over that, a bit under 3 tenths. As Maxi comes across the line to go half tenth behind his teammate. So again, still all very, very close at the top of the field. As Owais crossed the line, goes into P3 with a 104.6, sort of bridging the gap between the top 2 and the next couple.
Yeah, good like that. Marcelo coming to the end of sector 2 in a second, kind of. Give or take a few corners. Got where the sector lines are. Ducks it into the left-hander. Looks fairly nice.
45.
He's gone very wide though,
Ooh,
and lost the
yeah.
lap. Just understeered. Couldn't get the nose pointing in there.
I think
Be a wet
he's
setup
going
already,
to finish
maybe?
it. Yeah, he's going, or maybe he's going to go again. I'm not sure. He's got a decent bit of battery. If he wants to try to go again, he does a 106.0 in the end, so that wouldn't have been the most competitive of the laps. That would have put him last. But
Yeah, you wonder which drivers are running wet setups here and which ones
yeah,
maybe haven't bothered to change it for the
wet
wet.
setups would theoretically benefit you a little bit more in qualifying because of the high downforce. Like, it won't be. So you'd rather have a dry setup, but the extra downforce could give you that little bit more in qualifying. But you would still imagine a dry setup would be faster on the dry track.
Do you know how much of the race is wet, or just that there is going to be rain in the race?
It's wet to dry is what they've said, which will be interesting as well. That's Alex, who's just on an outlap, as is Viral coming around the final corner. We've got Mihai there on his outlap. A few drivers looking to go again at this stage. As Viral's just heading his way into turn 1.
I think Marcelo is going to get a lap on the board finally, and he, yeah, is last, but very, very close to Fox time there. Pick up 100s between them.
Yeah. So 5.9 from Marcelo. It's a little bit up from Viral through Sector 1.
Otherwise, it's the 10th up going to the final 2 corners. On a used set of tyres as well.
He's going to come across the line. Could he get himself up into provisional pole? Yes,
Wow,
he can.
on the used tyres, that's impressive.
And 2/10 found around the lap. Owais now holds that provisional pole, which Vira is going to aim to knock him off of as he heads through turn number 6, coming to the end of the middle sector. He's a bit under a 10th up, which is around what he needs if he wants to take that provisional pole back, as he's going to head into the final couple of corners, committing as much as he dares at this stage of qualifying, getting rotated for the final corner, and he goes wide. Ooh. And that looks like it could have been
shame.
The provisional pole time, but he's gone that little bit too wide at the last corner, trying to
Alex has spun at the final corner. Don't know what's happened to Alex, but he's dropped at the final corner. He was on a lap as well. I didn't see how good it was. It's all for nothing now. There's Harley's 3 temps up in the middle sector.
Yeah, all
2 corners to go. He's out of battery completely though, Harley. The run to the line is literally on fumes.
Harley across the line goes
up to 4th though. That's a very, very good lap actually. He found 5 temps in the end.
Very solid.
And Mihai is bailing off his lap into the pits.
I just wonder whether Viral was slightly down in the end on that lap, and that's why he felt the need to push so much through those last couple of corners. Because he really sent that car in. And obviously that's where he lost the lap. As Pix is just starting another run as well. He's heading into turn 1 now. Marcelo's still going on that same set of tyres. He's done a 106.1 in Ballard.
He is getting that high in.
Yeah, he's just lapping the track.
I respect it actually.
Yeah.
If you haven't had much time to practice, before qualifying, some of these drivers have done some time trial, so maybe like a short qualifying session. If you had nothing, get some laps in your belt, get your eye in.
Yeah. He's unlikely to use those softs in the race, but that might mean it's a little bit unrepresentative. I don't know. Aussie's coming around the final corner as well now. Well, the short run up to the line from the final corner improves by 2/10 to also go within a 10.5 of that provisional pole time. So top 5 comfortably within a 10.5, top 3 within a 10th, as Maxi there also improving to go 2.5 tenths off that provisional pole.
Yeah, Pix was 2 tenths up off the middle sector, but he had invalidated somewhere within the lap, and it's going to the pits now. So
yeah, and
he's got 2 tenths in him as long as he didn't gain all that time, from exceeding the track limits.
He could have been right up there with those 2 tenths. Would have put him It's roughly around Viral and Mihai, assuming he doesn't find any more time in that final sector. As Flavor's coming around the lap as well, I believe he is one of the only cars left on a flying lap at this stage. Most others just heading back into the pit lane to prepare for those final runs. Flavor's crossed the middle sector split. He's close to 3/10 up, which would put him right there in the mix for that provisional pole, heading down into the final sector of turns 9 and 10. Flavors chucks the car in. It seems to be sticking for him as he rotates through the final corner, keeps it within the white lines. And across he goes. He lost all that time in the final sector. Yeah, lost a lot of time. But he should.
Yeah,
he'll know
he
where
went
it was.
wide in turn 7, turn 6, which was probably the indicator which cost him most of the time. But yeah, I think Flavors is now in a bit of a weird situation for him personally, for all that happened after Las Vegas last week.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, I mean, he's there attending the race like nothing happens, but I think for him personally this race means a bit more than usual.
Viral was improving through turn 1. I didn't through sector 1, sorry. I didn't quite catch how much that was, but he's
Yeah, a
sitting in
bit more than half a
P2.
tenth.
Yeah, he's sitting in P2 at the moment, having not got that second run in, so he's really going to want this one before he might fancy heading back into the pits and seeing if he can get a final run in. I'm not sure if I have the time in order to do that. It'll be close if he does.
Big improvement.
3/10 up, though, through the first couple of sectors. Should really set him well on his way to retaking that provisional pole as he heads through into the final corner that cost him on the last occasion. Playing it.
Oh,
He's lost it again. This
tell you
time
what,
it was the
Lanky Brown is
inside.
4
invalid.
or 0.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brown has invalidated starting his lap as well. He's not an out lap. He did the same as Viral, and now he's not even push on this lap. I want to see Lanky put a lap in. Tried to invalidate it instead. Got Alex G on a lap. He's used a lot of battery already.
He's up by
And
2.5
he's
though.
1.5 temps up, so that's quite nice.
But he really is in the middle of absolute nowhere compared to everyone else.
We got Marcelio 7 temps up apparently. For the first sector is Alex sliding about on the apex. And now he's wide.
Yeah,
Back on Marcelio, who, well, he's gaining heaps of time now. He's put on a new soft and got rid of some of that fuel.
Yeah, those old
What is he
tyres.
now?
After
9.5 temps now. Looking to actually get in the mix here in that mid pack.
Yeah, for sure. Those old soft would have been horrible after however many laps he did on them in the end. He's going to
Lanky
rotate
into the
it,
pits.
rotates through the final couple of corners, does keep it within the lines, playing it nice and safe with the track limits. He crossed the line at 7 tenths in the end. Lost a
Lost a
bit in
couple
that final
temps in the
sector.
final sector.
Yeah. Viral's going to go again on the same set of tyres. He doesn't have a 100% battery, but it's not the end of the world.
Lanky didn't. Lanky bailed into the pit lane, so alternate strategy from those two.
I guess Viral will have probably used all his sets anyways. There's not much point returning to the pits.
Yeah, fair point.
Would just be an extra outlap. He's 1,000th down on his personal best. He's right there with it, but we know he's got that time in the second and third sectors. He just needs to keep it within the lines and make sure he actually gets this final run in. He's got no fuel to go again, so this will be the last lap that Viral does in qualifying. And now the main aim that he's going to have is just getting something on the board because of his previous 2 runs, his previous 2 attempts, both ending with absolutely nothing. He's a bit under a 10th up at the moment through the middle sector. He does have more time in this final sector if he can extract it while staying within the white lines. He rotates through turn 9 into the final corner of turn 10 where he's invalidated twice already!
Oh, no!
And it's going to be a third for Viral.
But he's lucky he got that banker in because every lap since he is not put on the board. Maxi is 3 temps up here through the middle sector. This could be good enough to pole in a minute. I saw he had a purple first sector. I was keeping an eye on it. 2 corners to go. Clearly out of battery, but only the final straight to line left. He keeps it within track limits beautifully. Could use a bit more track on exit, maybe, but it's good enough for provisional pole. 23 thousandths ahead of O-Wise. Just, one more lap each left, basically, now, so he's put himself in the driver's seat.
These mistakes from Viral really look to be punishing him. Because the track improvement, he's already down one further
I think Viral's out of fuel. Viral's out of fuel.
Yeah, he's done. Viral is not
It's a
taking
session
another run.
over.
Yeah. And with how close this field is, Viral could easily be pushed down to maybe 6th or lower.
The Kaiser with a massive slide got on the inside curb and rear end completely left him, and he's sliding about again here as he tries to get his first and probably only lap on the board. Is that Aussie Drake kind of behind him now?
Aussie's a 10th and a half up here coming into the final sector, so he could be on
the
the pole.
Watch with dirty air.
Oh, and that's really cost him. He was a 10th and a half. If 2/10 found in that lap would have been provisional pole for Aussie.
The Kaiser ended up invalidating as well, so neither even got a lap in there at the end.
Oh, that's
a real disaster for the two of them.
Yeah, and Aussie won't be happy about that because he was.
No,
up
but it's not
so much.
It's not blocking. The Kaiser was pushing. Yeah. It's just unfortunate, really. I think Mihai's up by a couple of hundredths as he comes to the final two corners. He's got a Sauber in the way with some dirty air as well, but he does manage to keep it within the limits. And Mihai takes provisional pole.
The time,
Found a 10th and a half. Maybe you got a nice toe instead of dirty air. Oh, it's 4 tenths up. Unbelievable. 2 corners to go.
Really, just need
spoke
to
to him yesterday. He said that he likes this track. He said it's one of his best, he would say. And there he goes, an 8.77.
Half a second.
8 tenths up.
And after how close it's been, yeah, that's...
Just dunked the rest of the opposition there. Oh, and Lanky's invalidated. Lanky without a lap here. What is he playing at?
He goes into P4 with the checker flag now. He goes 1,000th ahead of Viral. Harley's still improving on his personal best. A few other cars coming through the final couple of corners and up to the line as Bazooka who goes.
Yeah, he couldn't improve.
There.
Alice G had invalidated as well. Flavors is 2 tenths down.
Harley's lost some time in that middle sector. He was a little bit up, but he's overpushed and has indeed run wide there. That will be no further improvement for him. I think it's fairly safe to say O-Wise will be on pole. Half a second after how close qualifying's been. Flavors
finds 2 tenths in the end.
Yeah,
he had another 2 tenths in him. He was 2 tenths down after middle sector, so he could have been on that front row.
Yes.
That's everyone done.
Yeah, Thomas not improving there, having invalidated his lap. It's a 1:03.8. Your pole time from O-Wise.
3 drivers failed to put a valid lap in. Kaiser, Edwin, and Lanky Brown, all at the back here for this wet race.
I don't think Edwin
he might not have done. Yeah.
Yeah, Edwin didn't even go out in the end. But if the rain comes early, those who didn't do the 3 runs could be in a nice position with a set
I believe it's going to start wet.
Oh, no, yeah,
I think it's starting
wet. It? Yeah.
But they'll have the sauce for the end. But
maybe, or for a late.
Every time I went to spectate Lanky, his track was red with validation. So I'm just going to take the piss of it here. I'll have fun telling him that in the office tomorrow. Poor FN qualifying, he's dead last.
You'd never qualify dead last.
No, I would never. I'm too good. But yeah, stand-up performance from O-Wise there. What a lap that was.
Yeah, just
5 tenths at Austria. That is unbelievable.
Just to make a reference for O-Wise's lap, I did a race at Austria as well yesterday, and I only was half a tenth faster than O-Wise. So that's a unbelievable lap that he drove today.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, very, very strong time from O-Wise there. Sets him up in a great position for the wet race, but completely depends what setups people have gone with and how long the rain lasts. Because there's no point being on a wet setup if the rain only lasts for 2 laps. but at the same time, people might have committed to a dry setup, and then it rains for the entire race. So, still lots of question marks ahead of the main race, even though OIs did take that commanding pole. But yeah, we will see how it goes.
It's a very light rain.
Thinking back to last Div 2 season, OIs was never one of the ones that you'd consider as one of the better drivers in the wet. I wouldn't say he was bad, but when you got drivers like Viral, Aussie, even Lanky on the grid that were, using the wet races to their advantage last season, they could definitely put up a fight against OIs. OIs might have the dry pace, but can he convert it in the slippery conditions?
It's a very good question. Who knows? And that is why the race is here. So we don't have to guess. We can actually see what happens.
Well, we can make a quick prediction, can't we?
And yeah, you can predict, but we are watching the race for a reason.
I'm going to go for Viral. I think he proved Div 2 last season how good he is in the wet. He might have bowled qualifying. It depends how much rain there is, I guess. Starting fifth. Who knows? Who knows?
Each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in.
Starting on the Inters, obviously.
In these
it's not raining very heavily.
A lot of focus.
As you said, Sully. Be interesting how long it lasts for once we get
the cars come back to the grid
to drying up.
At the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium. Failing that, within the points.
The game
it'll be a tricky run to turn 1 as well.
Game reckons the Inter can go 18 to 30 laps if you need to stretch it that far. I doubt it'll be that long until we dry up here. Honestly, who knows?
Yeah, it's looking dry already. So.
Yeah. Obviously, the rain will last a little while. The formation lap's often are wrong with the weather. But yeah, the race here in Austria about to get underway. 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. Here at the Red Bull Ring, it's lights out, and away we go. Mihai does seem to have got a very good start on the inside there, trying to pull away, putting alongside OIs before they get to the corner. He can't do so. Viral going into the back of Maxi through the first corner, but they do all seem to have made it through fairly clean, apart from Edwin, who is just simply not here.
He's not moved. Yeah.
As they go racing away up into turn 3. Edwin has now been disqualified for not taking part in the race. OIs still holds on with Mihai second.
Marcelli with a send. Oh, and he hits the pass. Oh, and chaos at the back.
I think that's Flavors. Yeah, facing the wrong way. It's been really not
Marcelli
the best
with the send. Bazooka, I think, had a legal overtake on Lanky, doesn't let him through. Lanky with a send now, and he slides onto the apex, gets ahead of Alex with a great move. Bit of revenge for Las Vegas Div 2 maybe there, as Fock is now battling with, and he hits the Alpine. He's got massive wing damage, Fock. Actually, he's that damage on the Alpine as well, maybe. Flavors, the Haas involved. Was it Bazooka actually in the Haas?
That's Bazooka.
Yeah, and he's got wing damage. Fock's missing both end plates. Flavors missing an end plate. Alex is okay at least. The Kaiser is missing an end plate. Marcelo's missing an end plate. Flavor looks alright, but he's in last place. Viral right behind Maxi here.
Yeah, they're all rather close. And even without the DRS that you get at the end of lap 1 now. Viral is close. Is he going to be close enough? Depends what the wing levels we're looking at are, but he is going to go for the move on the outside into turn number 3, and I think he's going to get ahead before they get to the braking zone. Maxi's still going to fight him though as they head up the hill, I think.
Thank you with the send as well.
Yeah, Virus got that one done.
Great start from Lanky. He's gone from 15th to what might be 7th here if he pulls the move off, which I think he would do.
He's inside. Have to be under braking, but he does get it done a lot more confident on the brakes, unless he's gone a little bit too deep. Think he's okay, and does move up into that 7th place. Mihai struggling to stay close.
Flavors with the intact wing, gets past both Marcelo and the Kaiser. Fock, the only one that pitted for his damage. Edwin apparently is retired and left. Well, we already knew that he'd retired because he was disqualified, but there is no DRS, but Mihai would have dropped out of it if there was.
Yeah, it's already the gap for the second. It's a lot easier to pull away in the rain because there's no DRS keeping the car behind you clinging on. Aussie there seems to be quite close up behind his teammate. Fastest up of the race goes to Lanky there, who's
I
up
said he had wet
8
pace.
places, going
He's closing
very
up.
wide. Is Aussie at turn 1.
Viral might suddenly move it on Mihai. Mihai's harvesting battery already. Just a third lap. Oh no, it's just a rain light. I'm an idiot. Sorry, ignore me. Forgot it was raining.
Underbraking's not quite there for Viral at this stage, as the two Saubers swapping places. Viral going to try the move again on the outside of Mihai. I don't think he's quite going to have enough of an overlap to get that place. Mihai does hold on for the time being, but they're losing a lot of time to Owais. And Viral knows it. He's sending it up the inside. Can he get that one through? On the inside of Mihai, I think he just about will. As he squeezes his way past. Very nice move through turn 6 there. As he moves up into second place. Can he close the gap down to Owais? It's sitting at 2.5. There goes Aussie as well.
Down the inside.
On the inside into turn 9. Mihai being overtaken twice in 2 unconventional corners.
He's got Maxi behind him now as well. I don't think he's going to hang around. Mihai's getting swallowed up here.
It's not like Mihai's low on battery as well. He's just not using it as much as the others. I think he's trying too hard.
Here comes Maxi. He's going to fly past him in the straight.
Mihai just isn't using his battery. And Mihai's going to send it in the braking zone, though. On the inside, is he going to be able to hold on? There's a little bit of contact on the exit. Mihai's ahead, but if he just... Is he going to use the battery? Yes, he is. And I think he should be able to stay in front, unless Maxi's going to fancy the send.
Maxi's going to send it.
Inside into turn 4, he slides on the braking. And that's just going to allow Mihai to stay ahead around the outside. As Owais is still pulling away, even though it's Viral in second place now. And not Mihai.
Superb battle though. Hicks and Lanky are waiting behind now. That's not really Mihai's fault, but he's caused a bit of a train here after his battle with Maxi, and they're queuing up behind him.
Absolutely, yeah. He just doesn't seem to have the pace at the moment. And he seems to be struggling through the corners and on the straights. He's got a full battery, he's just not using it. It's at 100%.
Owais with another fastest lap.
Yeah, Owais seems...
Here comes Maxi. Bazooka with an early pit stop there to, I guess, get rid of that wing. He's had enough of the damage. Mihai in all sorts of bother there through the corner.
Beautiful switch play.
Yeah, that should be enough for Maxi to get ahead, but Mihai does have that battery that he's been saving up. He's going to use a bit of it now, but I don't think it will be enough for him to hold on to that 5th place. I think Maxi's got him on the inside, but Mihai does get a better exit with the ideal outside line. Gets a better traction, and he's going to hold on again.
Maxi's going to send it again.
Ooh,
Take 2.
Contact on the braking. They're both sliding. Oh, Big's going round. So he got caught out by Mihai having to avoid Maxi sliding.
What a disaster for Pix.
Yeah, he's gone round. It's only lap number 5.
Mihai got back through as well.
Yeah.
Mihai got back through under Maxi.
There's still a long way to go in this race, of course. It's only lap 5 of 36. There's still room for things to... There's still room for things to happen, for places to be swapped. Another fastest lap from Owais. Obviously, the track will
He is just stretching his advantage.
There'll be a dry line forming. The track will be drying up, and the inters won't be getting that much worse. Yeah, he's just constantly lapping faster than everyone else in the field. Lanky's up to P6 now, by the way, because of that.
Yeah, he would have just watched what happened to Pix. He knows now what not to do. Max is going to go for... Oh, backs out of it. Yeah, Lanky knows what not to do now.
I was just asking how he got
keeps it clean.
disqualified. Because he didn't start. That's how he got disqualified. He didn't start the race. So Max is just waiting at this stage for his moment. He's still going to be... He's going to be too far back this time around. It's Mihai using a bit of that battery. They've fallen 3.5 seconds behind Aussie and Viral. It's Flavors and Alex going side by side. Flavors does move around. Up. Or back up into that P8.
Go on.
Just getting himself up in P8 around the outside through turn 6. And starting to recover from that early instant that he had.
I think Lanky's been watching too much of the WRC total plug, by the way. But he was drifting it all through the middle sectors. He tries to keep close with Mihai and Maxi. Their battle seems to have just dropped a little bit. I think Mihai's realised, he's found a bit of pace, used a bit more battery. He's going to keep Maxi at bay, has been doing so.
Ooh,
Maxi with a slide on the exit. Does Lanky get involved? Is he interested?
He's burning.
Using enough battery?
He's going to try and think about it. I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough by the time they get to the braking zone. He thinks about it.
Oh.
He forces Maxi into a bit of a mistake. Is he close enough to take advantage? I don't know where his car
lagging all over
actually
the place.
Yeah, this time he does. He'd be just about around the outside and through turn 6. I think he's going to move ahead. Oh, Maxi.
That's beautiful. What a great move. A shame. Maybe it was lag assisted. Who knows?
Bazooka is on dries. Feels is right. It's still raining.
Didn't even notice. I forgot
The
to
rain
even
is
look.
still
What's his
falling.
times been?
Bazooka is on dry. He's staying close to the car in front. He's passed a lap there from Viral as he's massively closed in on Owise on the last lap.
I wonder if we'll see any team orders from the two Williams now. They're running 4th and 5th. Lanky has caught up a lot of time in this race, but Mihai seems to have recovered the pace which qualified him into 2nd place. And maybe slightly pulling away from Lanky.
Yeah.
Still Felix said that how have I not predicted Owise to win after that kind of qualifying performance, and I'm not quite sure, but Viral has just pulled the gap in a little bit. It was about 2.5, now it's just 2.2. I think looking at how well Owise done in the early stage, I would predict Owise to win as well. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. So Bazooka is most definitely losing time to the leaders. It is still raining.
I can say, yes, he's losing time. That's true. But the biggest issue
Might
you
send
have
it here on
being
top.
on, yeah, the biggest issue you have on being on the dries is the fact that you just don't get temperature
Yeah.
in the tires. But the pace is not terrible. He's losing, yeah, compared to always, but it's not that much. It's like, I don't know, a tenth every corner, if so.
And
So
a tenth every corner is still a second a lap.
yeah, it's a lot, but
And
it is
considering it's
fine.
still raining, it's not
Fox
actually
gone
that
wide
bad.
and he nearly sneaks it through.
We
Oh,
would
Fox
just
all over the
see
place.
Bazooka's pace. We have to see Bazooka's pace once he gets past Doc,
Yeah.
which
might have
he
moved-
probably will do in the next couple of corners, I think. But this move from Bazooka can be an indicator for the rest
Yeah.
of the field.
Fox gets a 3 seconds, he slides it through every single corner on the track. Bazooka's got to just use some battery and get past here. He's losing so much time. He's using the battery, he's not really close enough here. And he
Yeah,
get a
the
good
time
run
he's
up
losing
to
now
turn 3.
is because of Doc and not because of the tires.
Can he get them up to turn 3? Get that battery going.
And it will be slightly indicative that he can't get past. That will show he's not going to be
Yeah,
that
it
much
is.
quicker.
Fox is placing his car
It's
really
true.
well actually as well. He might be sliding for every apex. There's Bazooka with a massive slide himself, but Fox has some nice defensive lines and Bazooka's going to have to wait behind even longer now.
Yeah.
Lanky is right behind his teammate Mihai here. Are they going to swap places?
Possibly. I'm just wondering how long these guys will go on the intermediates, because they will most likely be starting to overheat before too long, because it's not very, it's not particularly.
Here goes Lanky. Yeah,
wet.
Mihai does let him through. An 11th place gained now. So Lanky's on the charge in the wet.
3-second time penalty there for Marcelio down in 11th. Which
Doc now in. Oh, Bazooka! Just over to the back of Doc and has wing damage.
he's coming in as well.
Oh, what a shame
Yeah,
for Bazooka.
Probably race over for him because Doc
Yeah.
pulled into the pits and yeah, obviously
Going to a centre
driving
pass
the
as well.
Yeah, Fox putting the hards on. If I was playing on a dry set tyres, I'm not sure I'd choose the hards. It's just not going to heat up as much.
Yeah.
Probably going mediums, but it's another set of hards for Bazooka as well. He's not giving up yet. Fancies it.
And
Keeps
a bit more
the
clean air
dry
this
tyres
time.
on. Viral's in. Viral's into the pit lane.
Ooh. So's Aussie. And Lanky.
What they're putting on here.
They're all coming in. I think
Yeah,
they've
it
been
must
told
be
by their
dries.
engineers
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's time for dries.
Oh, what a shame for
Yeah,
Suzuki. He
the
has
thing
to
is,
hit for damage.
the thing is that would be interesting to know is what about the tire temperature from the
It's
inters?
it's hard for all of them. They're all going on
It's
the
going to
hard
be double.
tire.
They're all going to be double stacking as well. Mihai's going to double stack. Max is going
Yeah.
to double stack. A disaster in the
Yeah,
pit lane for them.
because
Maxi might jump
the thing
Mihai.
is if the inters are overheating, then it's just a
Yeah.
matter of time because you have to
Maxi's
put
jumped
some
Mihai.
temperatures. He
Oh,
did.
Maxi
He
very
did
deep on
indeed,
the pit exit. Guys are speeding into the pit lane.
And it has now stopped raining, which should be fairly indicative that it is pretty much time to pit now.
Yeah, and I would not
Yep.
put on the hard. Ignore what I said about the median tire. I didn't know it was going to stop raining within half a lap of when I said that.
Yeah.
Always comes in. He had the gap on viral. He should stay in the lead. He's going very carefully in the pit entrance.
He's got that
Flavors as well, I
20-second
think.
gap behind. Touch the grass on the entry.
Oh,
And a big
Flavors!
blocker.
Flavors absolutely all over the place as he tries to get through the left and right kink. Got on the inside curb, and I mean those tires look absolutely dead for Flavors. He just seems to have no grip and overheating everywhere. He's lost a lot of time in his staying out that longer.
Oaz had a big lock up into the pit lane. It's going to be close between Oaz and Viral as they come out of the pit lane. I think Viral might just about be there with him as he is slightly
He's
ahead.
taking the lead.
Oaz is going to be right there behind him.
Always
He
a
is
double the
behind.
battery though. Always with a lot more battery. He
Yeah.
could try and have taken him immediately. I don't have the exit. The hards need warming up. They're too cold.
It's interesting because Oaz comes out with the lap pressure tyres. He was definitely faster in the dry, but his 2-second advantage that he had, Flav's gone for the mediums there as well.
Yeah, I just noticed that. He's got the run on Harley. Maybe if he can get those tires warmed up. Got DRS. Bulk of the fastest lap. That shows you just how much it's dried up immediately here.
Yeah,
The first driver to put the
yeah.
dry tires on apart from Bazooka, who now puts it on himself.
Yeah,
But actually, even the guys on the hards, it's gonna be
it'll be a long way
interesting.
to go if they, it'll be 20
Yeah.
laps. It depends how quickly the grip comes back, probably. There's Aussie there with
3 seconds. Aussie and Lanky now, both compromising their races with that. Viral stretches his lead, fastest lap.
Yeah, he's looking to pull away as early as he can. Now Oaz has got the lap to get his tyres up to temperature. It's 3-second time penalty there for Harley down in P8. Can Oaz get himself back a little bit closer to Byron? He seems to be gaining through the first sector, but nothing guaranteed. DRS is now enabled, of course,
Mihai on the inside of Maxi.
as well as
Oh, the
Chase
switchbacks
going
on
past
Maxi.
Harley. Yeah, so
They're both sliding their way out the corner.
Maxi has the DRS here coming down into turn 4. He's going to have the inside line as well. So they go wheel to wheel through turn number 4. Mihai on the outside. I think he's just going to get that move done, but it's going to be close again as they head into turn 6. Still
around the outside
going
from
wheel to
Maxi.
wheel. It's close. Maxi almost push off the track. Keeps it off the gravel.
Unbelievable battle. We saw these two do it in the wet. They're now doing it in the brilliant stuff.
Fastest lap from
Otherwise, than
Oaz
Viral
there.
trading fastest laps.
Yeah, going to close back into that lead of Viral at this stage.
Maxi with a big
Yeah, big
slides.
slide from Maxi on the exit. Is going
Flavors
to
is here.
Fastest lap from
Flavors at the
Flavors,
fastest
makes
lap.
sense. He's on the medium tyre.
Got no battery though. He's going to struggle to actually make an attack on Maxi or Flavors with Maxi down in just to 13%. But
Yeah, Flavors is going to hope to be very quick in these first few laps and then go for an undercut, most likely. Because the guys on the hards will want to go that little bit longer to stretch their stints out. Oaz has caught up to within the 1 second of Viral. As he's...
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah, so he returned in the pits.
This battle all very close in the middle section. Then there's Oaz and Viral separated by 0.8 of a second. Sorry, not Oaz and Viral. No, it is Oaz. What? It is Oaz and Viral. Yeah. I'm forgetting how to read names, apparently. And with the DRS, for the first time, we can start to compare their straight line speed. How different it will be. Otherwise, not gaining all that much with the DRS, but that'll be the low, sort of the low wings of this track.
Flavors a saved battery and he's using it here. Max is using it as well, and they're darting left and right in the braking zone, but stays the order it was. Max and Flavors both looking to dummy moves or actually try and make a move, but neither of them could pull it off. Is Maxi close enough? He's not. Mihai holds position once again.
Honestly, Mihai keeping Maxi within the DRS is going to protect them both from Flavors. Because he's not going to be finding it very easy to get past in a DRS train. And the gap's opened up out front to now 1.1 seconds, with Viral starting to pull away again.
Flavors has that better tyre though, and he's using it. Obviously with the fastest lap. It's not even got DRS, that's just pure DRS and cornering pace. Yeah, Flavors is trying to use this medium, he's not saving it at all. He is making no pit stop, that is for sure.
Yeah, there's no way he was going 20-something laps in the mediums.
No 3 seconds for Harley. Here comes Flavors. Very close to the back of Maxi. Does he have the battery? Does he have the straight line speed? He doesn't. Oh, Maxi's harvesting. This is Flavors' chance. Down the inside. Meets the apex. Who's got the better traction? Looks like it's Maxi on the hards, but Flavors is still there on the inside now. They're both completely out of batteries to go side by side into turn 4.
Ooh, Flavor's gone a little bit too deep under braking. It's going to allow Maxi back up the inside, but he does get that move done with the better tyre. Flavors moves up into P6. He's going to want to use that. He's going to want to use that tyre before it loses its advantage over the hard. And so he's going to hope to get past Mihai as quickly as possible. Otherwise, now with the fastest lap, as he's close back in again to Viral.
Yeah, indicates maybe that the track is, still drying up, still rubbering in.
Yeah.
The fact that it's still setting fastest laps, lap after lap here. The fact we're still a bit green when they put the dries on, obviously, is the Kaiser's put a set of the soft on. He's not going to make the end from here on that. Otherwise, I don't think he's been this close yet, but I don't think it's close enough. Viral will hold him off for yet another lap. And Flavor's make any impression on Mihai. It goes very deep in turn 3. So he won't be doing anything this lap.
Yeah, and he was never really going to be close enough anyway. Aussie's in the middle of absolute nowhere as well. Look at where he is. He's 5 seconds
and Lanky,
in both
yeah.
directions. They're both in worlds of their own.
Well, the good news for them is it's for P3 and P4. It's for positions they'll be very happy with come the end of the race.
Yeah, 100%, but it's still a little bit lonely in their races. Otherwise,
looking close, yeah.
They've got very similar batteries, though.
Otherwise managing the tyre there through turn 1. I think Otherwise is going to try and take this tyre to the end. Maybe wait and see for the strategies, but people like Viral, Aussie, Lanky, Mihai, they've struggled to make the one-stops work in the past, in Division 2 especially. I think they'll be making another pit stop here. Is Otherwise planning to take this tyre to the end? He's just sat in the dirty air, the slipstream with Viral. Is he just sat there saving this tyre? Planning to take it all the way to the end of the race.
It'd be 20-odd laps, or like 25 laps or so on that hard tyre, which would be... It would be...
Flavors is using battery and he's close and he's going to send it. Sorry to interrupt you. He goes to the outside! He goes miles off the track.
Destroying every single...
And he can't make the move. I hope no one did those braking markers because they have been dismantled. Mihai keeps the place.
Yeah, they've got similar levels of battery again. Flavors will be hoping to get his way past as soon as he can, but those mediums will be starting to drop off. Otherwise, starting to whittle down the battery of Viral. He's now got a little bit more than the Red Bull driver. I think Otherwise is just happy to sit in second in the train, save tyres and battery, and then attack later on.
I think Owens could overtake if he wanted to. He's staying behind on purpose. And
He's
another
got
penalty
so much more battery.
for Harley now to 9 seconds. He's going to give away P9 at this rate. Alex is behind him, 7 seconds, but with no penalty. Harley's got good pace, but can't keep it within the white lines.
Yeah, with that 9 seconds, that would put him down into P10. So still clinging on to some points, but not comfortably so. Always now having a full battery.
Flavor's still stuck behind Mihai. He wasn't close enough into turn 4, but he went deep anyway, and
yeah,
he's struggling to use that medium
7
tyre. Is already going off for him.
Yeah, that'll be the sort of point where the hard starts to become better. It's not going to be
Otherwise,
ideal.
unbelievably close to viral.
Oh, 3 seconds for Flavors. He's just gone a little bit wide through turn 9. And that is going to cost him quite a lot.
Otherwise, he's going to go for it for once.
And he does move up into the lead of the race. He seems to have got the better exit on the inside. And he hasn't. Viral does get the better exit, but always gets the DRS as he heads down into turn 4.
Alex is round.
To the inside. He's not going to have enough. As Viral holds on to the race lead. Alex has gone round, which is going to be good for Harley's race. Now back into net P9.
Yeah, he loses up to Marcelio there. Down at the final corner. I think I saw him hit the wall, but whether he got damaged for it or not, or maybe he just kept it out the wall. No, he's missing an end plate there on the right hand side. Disaster for Alex's race.
What's impressive is despite all that battling, OI still has a near full battery. He's got 99% as they come around the last corner.
Marcelio is having a thrilling battle here with the lapped Kaiser. Not quite sure what I witnessed. Marcelio went deep into turn 3 off the track. Kaiser tried to nip it through whilst ghosted. Unbelievable stuff.
Thrilling racing. And at least he's going to fight again. Otherwise, again, looking to the inside line into turn 3. This time he's a little bit further up the inside, and I think he's got that move done as he blocks Viral on the exit. And now is going to try to pull away and potentially go to the end on these hard tyres. With 15 laps to go, it'll still be a long, long way to do on these tyres. It depends what his wear's currently looking like. It'll put him up to about 25%.
Flavor's still unable to overtake Mihai. Alex speeds into the pit lane to make his race even worse, and he's had enough. He's retired. He's deemed it no chance of coming to the points from here, which I think is fair enough with the speeding penalty as well. Unless he just straight line the pit lane. Who knows? Yeah, Flavor's struggling to keep up with the pace of Mihai. He's just sat in his DRS now. That hard is better than the medium for sure. Is Flavor's actually going to put into the pit lane here?
I think he is, yeah. That's going to cost Maxi, who's going to have to avoid him all the way through. Or didn't quite
now here comes Pix as well. Flavor's completely... He's cut the pit entry line, whether that be forward or not, who knows. But he got right in the way of Maxi as he couldn't keep it within the white line of the pit lane.
The game gave me the worst possible angle, so I couldn't see anything.
Max has to take a bit of avoiding action, and it really compromised him, and now Pix is going to overtake him as well, so...
Yeah, there he goes.
Shame for Maxi, and Flavor's getting right in the way as he, well, didn't keep to the pit entry rules, really.
Yeah, and Maxi doesn't have nearly enough battery to fight Pix for this, although Pix doesn't have much either. And now Mihai is sitting in P5.
Yeah, saving grace for Mihai. He's dropped them out of DRS, he's got more battery, he can try and extend if he wants to.
I mean, these guys will only be... if they're going for another hard tyre, they've only got another lap or two, unless they want to extend to a medium at the end.
And Lanky's going to pit. Lanky's going to be the first of the top runners to come into the pit lane. He keeps it in the line nicely. Is he choosing a hard, you would assume?
For this stop from Lanky. In comes Maxi, following Flavors and Lanky in.
The only thing that's at stake is losing out to the one stoppers here. He's got a nice undercut, these two.
But
Flavor's getting the undercut as well.
I doubt there will be many one stoppers though. And if there are one stoppers, I think they'll struggle to make it to the end. Here comes Harley, who might come out just ahead of Lanky. No, it's going to be just behind, which is good for Lanky's race. He's not going to have to spend time behind a car on older tyres. Lanky's ahead of Flavors. Flavors is ahead of Maxi by about 2 seconds.
I think if this was a Div 1 or Div 2 race, I would agree that most people would try the one stop, and Sully would agree. I don't think you saw many times in Div 2 last season where people like Viral, Aussie, Mihai were having to two stop. Nearly every race, their time was so bad, and Viral is in, and he's running it through the grass as well in the entry. I think Aussie is going to be in as well, and is Mihai going to follow suit? Mihai stays out, but yeah, Viral and Aussie in. I think Oise has got the win here. I think he's good at time management. I think he'll take that tire to the end.
Yeah, assuming
Mihai, I don't know.
Because 25 laps isn't, or however long he's going to have to do, that's no easy task.
Ixon as well.
Yeah.
He was one I thought maybe he could have tried to go to the end, but he's Harley stays out. Has Lanky got any sort of undercut on Aussie Dre? No, he hasn't. He's still comfortably behind.
Fast lap of the race goes to Flavors, who's trying to get past Harley on this time around. Oh, Biggs has gone into the wall at turn one. It's a virtual safety car. Does always pass?
That,
and quite possibly.
That is perfect for always.
That the pit exit there, he's somehow failed to turn in DNS.
Yeah,
see his car on board with Marcelio, no.
Drive through for the Kaiser for speeding. In comes Owise. He's got a massive advantage here now. And he's got no need to go to the end. He quite possibly could have done.
This would be massive for Mihai as well if the VSC stays out long enough to encompass most of Mihai's
of an advantage,
pit
even
stop.
if it's a small one. Like Mihai will still benefit.
Mihai should come around just behind Aussie. So
depends when we go green. Like those guys would have had quite a big undercut on Mihai here, but that's not going to happen.
I don't know. I think the VSC went up pretty quickly as soon as someone left the pit lane. Pigs was in that, he's running like 6th or 7th and wide pit entry. Mihai is going to be close with his teammate here. Yeah, he's jumped his teammate.
He's going right through! 5 seconds clear of Viral, being completely in control. It's just a drive-through penalty, which is going to chuck him down to around where the Williams are when he serves it. Possibly even further back. Mihai's gone for the medium tyre, which will be interesting. Those will be really poor at the end of the race. I can't help but notice Felix just said in the chat, free win for Owise. Don't think you've seen it yet.
I don't want to be too harsh on Owise. He's been unbelievably good so far today, but that is...
coming in to serve it as soon as possible. He's not building up. He's not waiting for a gap. He is coming in straight away. He's serving this drive-through, and where will it put him? Viral now will look set to win the race. I struggle to see a scenario in which he doesn't. Aussie's going to be
Viral's been unbelievable. Sorry, not Viral. Owise has been unbelievably good in this race. He hasn't put a foot wrong until then, and that is unfortunately an unacceptable mistake.
He's going to come out right next to the two Williams cars. He's going to be just in between them. He should be faster than Mihai. Should be able to get past him and clear him. And with the penalty for Aussie, he could still well get P2.
He should recover to P2, but
yeah,
it's another win gone begging, and Viral's going to have back-to-back wins here if he just doesn't make a similar mistake to Owise.
Yeah,
I cannot believe his luck here. Cannot believe his luck.
Yeah, he's done everything he needs to, just kept the nose clean.
Owise has been phenomenal, but that is a poor mistake, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VSC ended in the worst possible time at the exit of a corner. Accelerate a bit and the delta goes down massively, and it just probably caught him at the worst possible time. But that is a mistake that if you want to challenge for a title, this is a mistake that should not happen, because this will cost him over the course of the season.
Yeah,
even if he got unlucky with how the delta drops, the fact that he had a 4-second advantage over Viral, he didn't need to cut it that close. He's now kind of Mihai immediately. Does he risk it on the brakes? Mihai keeps the place for now. He's always going to be driving through rage, or can he keep a composed head here and not throw it away even more? He's going to get past Mihai on the straight. Nice and simply. Up to
Bit of bumps, right?
contact on the exit.
Yeah.
Mihai tries to hang it around. Yeah, always has a place. Now you can set off after Austria and try and get his penalty and
He
even
should do,
overtake him on
but
track.
if the title fight becomes between OIs and Viral, that's a 14-point swing because of that stupid error, and
Yeah.
that a 14-point swing is not insignificant in the slightest. It's a big mistake for Kaiser going off there. You know, a safety car could really help OIs at this stage. It's really the only way he can challenge Viral to the end, because he's not going to gain those 10 odd seconds back. Realistically, there's 8 laps to go, or 9 laps. He's not going to be comfortably over a second faster per lap.
Otherwise, he's got experience as well. He would have seen this happen before to other drivers. Maybe he's done it himself. Lanky gets all put up in the braking zone behind his teammate there.
And
Yeah,
the thing
I know
is,
I would
especially in
be
a
kicking
heavy
himself,
braking
so...
zone, especially in a heavy braking zone, the delta does go down. Like, the delta goes from very safe to like exceeding it by a mile in the span of about 2 seconds. It's I can sympathise with it, but when you're 4 seconds clear, you don't need to be that close to the delta.
I think we're just going to have to wait even longer for OI's first ever F1 total win. He's had podiums in Div 1, Div 2 and Div 3. No wins as of yet. I thought it was going to be today. Viral's going to claim now what is his 3rd win in a row in races that he's attended. He won Div 3 Vegas, he won Div 2 Vegas, didn't attend Div 1 Vegas. He's attended Div 3 Austria and he's going to pick up the victory unless something crazy happens in these remaining 7 laps. Unbelievable patch of form for Viral. He's just making no mistakes at the minute. You know, consistently up there. He's got the pace, keeping it clean. Yeah, unbelievable form at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of my own season start last season, but hopefully for him it doesn't end like it.
True.
And OI's is struggling to close in on Ossie. He's not lapping that much quicker. He's not been able to drop the 2 Williams cars, although Mihai will eventually fall off when those mediums start to die. Which they will. Those mediums will not be as good as the hards of the same age for the rest of this race. Give it a few laps and that will be pretty terrible.
It's an underrated battle I want to keep my eyes on. Harley in 8th, 9 seconds of penalty. Marcelio in 9th, 6 seconds of penalty. And Marcelio is 3.2 seconds behind. They're going to be showing it down for P8 here. Can Marcelio get within that 3-second gap? Oh, no, he's got off track. Where's he going? Speak of the devil. And now it's up to 4 seconds. Now he's got to reel all that gap right back in.
Oh, no.
That's safe. I've ruined it. I've completely ruined the battle for P8.
There goes Mihai. Sending it on OI's. Goes very deep through turn 4. Will allow the Mercedes to fight back, but Mihai carried enough speed through the corner that he does get and keep that 3rd place.
Now that has surprised me. I thought I was going to charge up into the distance, but he's going to have his hands full now, trying to reclaim that podium. Not from Lanky though, he gets his 2nd time penalty of the race, but really good performance from Lanky, hanging up in P5.
A good recovery from where he started as well, having not taken part in qualifying. Well, he did, but not getting a lap in.
Yeah, he just invalidated every lap.
I mean, if these two work together, maybe that's why they're just working together to close that gap to Aussie. If they fight, that's exactly what Aussie needs here. Will just solidify his P2. It's a bit of a slide from OI's on the exit off turn 3. He definitely will be driving somewhat frustrated with himself, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
worth pointing out.
that is also a big part that plays in it, because I don't know how mentally stable always is, but usually try to recover in your head with the fact that you had a lead of multiple seconds, and then you had got a drive-through under VSC, and now you're sitting in P4 when your rival is currently in 1st.
Yeah. Trying to redeem yourself from any
So-
mistake can be frustrating.
Yeah.
I think my head would be on
It-
Mars, so I hope Elias is doing a better job than I would be. He's just got to keep his head down and make sure he gets that 3rd place now.
Yeah. I mean, he's not done anything stupid.
Yeah, and no, he's not. But you can see on the pace that he's having right now, because I mean he looks like he is faster than Mihai, but he's not that stable and that
They
safe
lock wheels on the exit.
Mihai
Mihai takes the place
gets
that he
off
was
the
before.
track.
Mihai 3
I
seconds.
think this would. And
Yeah.
He's going to give the
I
pace
think
back
he
up. He
needs
knows
to-
he took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
I think
give
he
it.
Still
has
hanging
to.
on the inside.
He'll have had
I,
Made
thi-
it.
I think Mihai had to give the position back, and
Yeah.
he's done it right so that he
Yeah,
could
yeah.
just put his nose down the inside.
I thought he was giving it
I-
back, completely out of the sporting race of his heart. But
Yeah, no,
He's,
I think
um,
the situation
I mean,
will
none of
go. I think the situation will go down to the steward's room.
Yeah.
Whether it's the penalty of Mihai or the move of giving the position back, we will see. But this move or the last lap will not stay as it is.
well, we could have take 2 here. Otherwise, on the inside again, leading up to turn 3.
Yeah, there he goes. And it's going to be the same situation again. Again, he runs Mihai right up the edge of the track, trying to minimise the traction
Good
advantage
exit
you'll
from
have on
Mihai,
the
but-
racing line.
Mihai's got no battery. He'll struggle to keep it going now. But he
Just
does
gonna
manage to
very
stay around the
late.
outside. That's
He's-
unbelievable on those
he's
worn mediums as well.
Just about kept himself in front.
And he keeps the place.
It breaks so
And now-
late at the end.
Aussie is loving this.
Now if I was 0-1 ahead, it was already on Mars. It's now on like Saturn or maybe even Neptune. It's gone. Human. And yeah, worth noting, Austria in his home race now, he is safe at P2. Home race podium, he'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a very nice result from Aussie here. Does look pretty much nailed on for that P2. And I don't think there's much complaining you can do about a result like that.
This Mihai always battle has brought Lanky back in the mix as well as he watches from behind as always up the inside again. 3 or 4 laps in a row. Lock up from Owais off the track. Mihai keeps on the track. He's going to take the place. And now here comes Lanky. Can he get involved and help his teammate out maybe? He's using battery. Williams going to work together here. Owais has no DRS. Lanky down the inside. Another lock up from Owais. Lanky on the inside. And he's got the place. And Owais even more frustrated. The 2 Williams working together. Does Lanky try and back up Owais, or does he stick in Mihai's DRS and make it even more difficult for Owais to get the place? You've got to think with the penalties for both Williams, it's not good enough just to like keep Owais behind. But there's only 2 laps to go now. There's only so much back out you can do around this track. I don't think it's gonna be possible. Maybe Mihai can get his penalty removed. He did get it off the track. Well, obviously got off track. He did go off the track within the battle, is what I meant to say. Don't always do anything to disrupt this Williams 3-4 on track. As they're going to swap place actually 2 Williams. Lanky's always going to sit behind his teammate. Oh, and he goes off track now. Where does he rejoin? Owens with a massive slide. Lanky's going to keep 4th. Owens is happy enough just to watch that unfold as 2 Williams. Oh, Lanky made a bit of a mess of it. But they came out quick enough in the end anyway. One more lap to go here, and Vara's got the win. Absolutely in the bag. He's going to win easily ahead of Austria, who's also going to comfortably ahead of this incredible battle for 3rd place, which will likely be sorted in the steward's room. But we'll wait and see what happens on the track. Always with a good run. He might even try and get Lanky to turn 1. Not quite going to be close enough. He's going to send it anyway. They say side by side. Oh, Lanky! Oh my god, what a save. He hit the outside curve,
Yeah,
he
with the
spun it
DRS
back
on.
across.
Thought he was a goner. Lanky's going to
Brilliant save.
stay there. It's going to be... It will be P5 for Lanky. Oh! Owise on the final lap of the race. Going through turn 3. He looked to be set for, you know, possibly third. Fourth at the very worst, really. He's gone spearing off into the barriers. At turn 3.
No wing.
He's got no wing now. He should be more than comfortable to take that P7. But around the last corner now for Viral. He's going to win the Austrian Grand Prix. Done absolutely nothing wrong all day. Aussie will come home for a very comfortable P2, really in the middle of nowhere for most of that race. It's going to be Mihai P3, ahead of his teammate Lanky in P4. Third and fourth for Williams, a very solid points haul for them. Flavor's going to come home in P5. Then Maxi and Owise, who dominated so much of this race. Oh, it's going to be Maxi P5, Flavor's P6. Owise P7 after he dominated so much of the race. It's going to be Harley in P8, I believe. He does have an extra 3 seconds, but he will hold on ahead of Marcelio, who will come home P9. Oh,
No, Marcelio Bazooka's going to be close. Marcelio Bazooka is close.
Yeah, it's going to be possibly within a tenth of a second. Bazooka's sending it through the final sector. Is he going to be close enough to Marcelio? I don't think he quite will be, as he is going to come home P10 and be the last driver on the lead lap and end the Austrian Grand Prix.
Oh, Wise, that was a tough watch at the end. I don't know how the two Williams almost rage baited him into that. How Williams have come away with 3-4.
And like you said, his head went from being on Mars to being on Saturn.
What a shame. What a shame.
And especially when you consider the pace that he had all race. Absolutely had race-winning pace there. But it just didn't go his way with how the race actually panned out.
Congratulations to the three podium sitters there. They both did a brilliant drive. Viral and Ossie, especially, they had lonely races towards the end of that race. But they showed great way to get on the podium. And Mihai, apart from the first few laps, he lost place after place, but he gathered it back up, found his pace, did some good defending, hard defending, questionable racing at the end, hold off OI, his teammate with all the penalties, and he claims third for himself.
And yeah, Lanky up from 15th as well, having not qualified. Very nice to get that P4. And also Aussie started down in P8 with a very nice P2 on home soil. Otherwise, though, is really the big talking point. What could have been?
I went first Harley points of the season. This is Harley. Finally, McLaren off the mark in a P3. The Kaiser just misses out on debut in P11. BNSC at Pix, Alex, Fop, and...
Yeah, what are your final thoughts before we wrap the stream up?
This is probably the race that we're going to watch at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah, with everything that happens, yeah, probably another contender for race of the season. Maybe, I don't know. We will see. The season's long. Still a lot to play, but
yeah, there's certainly a lot going on. Very entertaining race all around.
Yeah,
but you can see Div 3 delivers so far.
Yeah, I wonder what it would have been like if we had DRS from the start, though. Because obviously the gaps opened up early on because there wasn't DRS for people to stay close. Definitely could have been a very different race if it started in the dry conditions, but it was a fun one nonetheless. Otherwise there, instead of having really what should have been a comfortable win, he comes home P7, which will be a big blow if he does go on to challenge for the title. It's a lot of points lost in this race.
Talking a lot about otherwise, but drivers like Eweg at the start of the season would have been picked to maybe even try and challenge for the title, and Eweg crashes in the pit lane exit. I mean, if you want to fight for the title, you cannot be DNFing in the pit lane. But that went under the radar. Yeah, a poor mistake from Eweg himself. Suzuki, maybe you could have said with his consistency, could have fought, got podium in the last Div 2 race. He was only down in 10th after a very messy first lap and then stint behind Fock as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. It's just a sloppy mistake to be making, but as well as his performance in Vegas, he's kind of been... Is it too early to say he's been pushed out of the title fight? Obviously, it's a bit premature. We're only a few rounds in, but a couple of poor races in a row really don't help your charge.
I think it's still too early in the season, really.
Yeah.
Especially with an 18-race season, there's always going to be people that miss a few races of holiday and stuff. That can easily bring someone right back in the title fight.
Yeah.
Not that anyone's out of it yet, but there's definitely crucial points which have already been lost and thrown away through mistakes that, even in the third division, people want to fight for the title. Should it be happening? Maybe it should. Maybe this is why it's a third decision. Maybe we want to see people throwing away results left, right, and centre.
Yeah, it's like it's a super close title, but it's super close because the title contenders are scoring 2 points every other week. Yeah, it's definitely a fun watch today. It's like there were rain creating an interesting dynamic at the start, and then it dried up. The virtual safety car coming at the perfect time for Owais and Mihai that massively benefited from that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all to say. Unless you have anything else you can think of before we wrap up.
I'll just reiterate, really fun race. Lots going on, good battles throughout the grid. I'm looking forward to racing it tomorrow. Div 2. I think study commentating, maybe, not sure.
I don't know, I will see tomorrow.
Don't
know yet myself.
Yeah, but hopefully one of either Sully, Felix, or PC Willy will be able to stream it. So come back to this channel this time tomorrow. Well, a bit earlier this time tomorrow to watch Div 2, and then Saturday we've got Div 1 racing here as well. All the action, all three divisions. Well, you never know. How is your hands now, or wrists, or whatever you hurt? Fingers.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me. Another good race from Div 3, and looking forward to Div 2 and Div 1.
Yeah. Just to reiterate what Phantom just said. So you got the race tomorrow, race on Saturday, but then also in a week today, there's more Division 3 in Baku, which should be fun as well. But
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Baku in a week today should also be fun. Hopefully Felix will be back for that one as well. But don't think there's much else to say, so I think that'll be it for the stream, and unless, Suddy, you have anything to add?
No, I don't have. It was fun. I'm looking forward for next week and for the rest of the season. But yeah, it was a fun one today.
Yes, so that'll be it for tonight in Division 3. Got Division 2 tomorrow night. Hope to catch you then. If not, maybe on Saturday or in a week's time, racing again in Division 3 at Baku.